Hello, welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to approach a group of girls. This is something that a client asked me recently, and I just want to cover some quick points. And then if you want more specifics, there's a link below where you can get the chapter on approaching groups free from my book. Firstly, don't rush it. I see a lot of guys pushing themselves into a group immediately because they think that that's what confidence is, you know, the 3-second rule and all that jazz. But for every time I've seen that work, I've seen at least 10 times where it's been super awkward just because the guy didn't take the time to read the group first. Just waiting for a better time is sometimes the best approach. So keep an eye on the group. Who is with who? What can you use to get in there? Are there lulls in the energy? Just noticing all this is really gonna make it easier for you, and it's going to make your approach ultimately more natural, better. Note your energy. If they have high energy and they're dancing and laughing, and then you go in with like really low energy, you're likely getting ignored. On the opposite, on the other side of the coin, what I see is guys going in with high energy, confidence, when the girls are just chill or maybe even shy. You're just gonna overcook that. So start by picking groups who maybe have a similar energy to where you're at. Positioning is huge. If you're waiting to get in the group, just kind of being near them can be helpful. Sometimes the universe will just give you a natural open. One will step away to check something on a phone, one will say something weird that you'll overhear, one will look at you, whatever it might be, but do not orbit around them. It's painfully awkward for a girl when she knows that a guy's gonna talk to her, but he lingers near her for 10 minutes before he does. Then I'd say approach the whole group. Don't just walk in and talk to the one that you wanna talk to while her friends stand there awkwardly. Only approach one directly if she's kind of broken away from the group or facing away from the group or not being engaged. Otherwise, open the entire group first. What to say? Firstly, look for something to comment on. Clothes, drink, absolutely anything that you notice, anything that you can mention, anything that you can ask. So it doesn't need to be a spectacular opener. Even so, your follow-up is going to be more important than your opener anyway. Just say like, hey guys, how's it going tonight? I just want to say hi, or whatever it is. Who you are is speaking way louder than anything you say. If it's too intimidating to just walk straight in, you could try like a flyby approach. I love this style of approaching. Just make a comment to the group or those standing on the outskirts of the group as you're walking past. Then if it opens, stop, turn, engage. If it doesn't, just keep walking. This takes a lot of pressure off them to commit, and also allows you to just keep walking if it goes horribly. Bring in friends. Now, don't both you and your wing approach at the same time. I kind of feel that's a little bit awkward. I think it's way better for you to do it and then bring him in. Like bring him in once it's open, once it's chatting, then don't keep talking as a group when he comes in. Once he comes in and is chatting with the group, use anything that you can to direct your attention to the girl that you want to talk to. Most of the time, this is just something that you've spoken about previously in the group or something that you just noticed about her. It's actually good to have this in your head before this moment. So when you first approach the group, kind of have it in the back of your head like, oh, that's interesting. I'm going to use that to like direct my attention to her once her friends are either chatting with each other or with my wing. So a few quick points in summary. Girls in bars are always going to be in a group. So you really need to get a little more comfortable with doing that, whether that's a group of 3 girls, which is actually the easiest approach to do, because if you approach that whole group and then get chatting with one specifically, and the whole group kind of, gives you their approval, those two are going to talk to each other while you chat with her. Now, if you don't like it and you've mismatched your approach, the group, they're going to rescue the friend. They're not going to give you any time alone with the girl that you want to talk to. Again, don't walk into a bar, look at a group and stress yourself out thinking that you have to do it. One of the beauties of a bar is that they're likely going to be there for a few hours. So there's absolutely no rush to do this. So I'm not a big fan of approaching the guys first. I think it's very, very see-through and it just feels weird to me. I'd rather keep an eye on the group and then chat with a little pod of the group once they break away. Like, okay, so that randomly cut off. Fantastic work there, Chris. So 10-point summary list. 1, you don't have to do groups. If you really hate it, if you don't have the energy for it, you don't have to do them, but this is very limiting. 2, don't do this for ego because you read that approaching a mixed group of 10 is some kind of confidence accomplishment. Work smarter not harder. 3, read the group, don't just dive in. 4, don't linger around them before engaging them. 5, note your energy and their energy. Don't go in and overblow it with like fake high energy, which is really common. And then don't go in like a wet blanket either. 6, don't overthink your opener. Look for something to comment on or just nothing. Hey guys, how's it going? If you have to interrupt them, hey guys, sorry to interrupt, I just have to ask or whatever the fuck. You'll know right away if they want you there or not. It's a very different look. 7, if it doesn't go anywhere, just bail. Who gives a shit? Don't get hung up on it. 8, if it does open, bring in a friend. 9, talk to your girl individually. Even go to the bar with her, go for a cigarette, whatever. 10, sometimes you can merge groups, you can go to a different bar together or whatever, but most of the time you want that number, you want that social contact, and then just get on your night. Let her get on with your night. Like, you need to be able to read who's out to pick up and who is just out. So hopefully that's been helpful. If you want more, the link's below, and I look forward to making the next video, whatever it may be on.